What's going on, Solid Steppers? What's up, Tech the Titans 2.0? This is Miss Ward coming to you from the I-10. Right now, I'm leaving Jacksonville. I was hanging out in Marcone with my boy Paul, picking up parts, stocking up for the week, because that's what we do. Time is money, and money is time. Believe it. You know, what I want to talk about today is people who want the bag, but they're not willing to invest the bag in their training, coaching, or coaching to enhance their business. They think they can ear hustle everything from these videos, and the reality is you might get some stuff and execute it, but you don't have the sauce. There's always some stuff that's in between the lines that will help you better in your situation. Every blueprint does not work for everybody if you don't know how to take it and mold it to your skill set, your process, and your mindset. At the end of the day, you got to be willing to invest. So let me give you a prime example. One of my coaching students, Sam, shout out to Sam. This guy invested in consultations with me and coaching with me. And so, I gave him some things that he could do. He executed immediately. He continued to invest in his business. He signed up for an R600 SEAL system class, went up to Newport, Virginia. When he got to Newport, Virginia, he went to that training class, and who did he see? TK. Going back to connections and relationships and roundtables, he developed a relationship with TK. He was on the podcast with us on Service Alliance, sharing his experience. And now he's got a relationship with EJ. And this is what I'm trying to tell people. If you don't put yourself in the room with certain people and certain influences, you'll never get to the next level. And these guys are genuine, man. At the end of the day, you're not going to be able to develop relationships with people if you don't see, if you're not putting in the work, number one, and they don't see you putting in the work. If we see you trying to invest in yourself, it may not be as expensive as you think. Because once you develop your own relationships, he didn't develop those relationships and I hand them off and blah, blah, blah and sign off on them. No, he developed those relationships because he invested in himself. Once he invested in himself, the rest was nothing. The reality is, and he's all about networking. That stuff you can't coach and train. And that's what I be trying to tell people. I don't coach everybody because I'm not everybody's coach. Sometimes I'm a little too rough for people. I'm sorry. I was raised right. Straight up to the point. No, because this is life. Life is not going to collar your ass, man. If you think that everybody out here going to kiss your butt and make it easy for you and talk to you nice, man, I don't know. I'm questioning your manhood, to be honest with it, and your womanhood. Because as an adult, we know everything ain't spice and everything nice. You feel me? It's not sugar and cream, trust me. And the reality is, when you're in the real world of business and just the real world of life, there comes a time where you got to discipline yourself and make those choices. And people say they're hard choices, but if you want to live at a certain level and just have a level of peace and a level of freedom to a certain extent, there are decisions you got to make. There are decisions you got to make in reference to enhancing your mindset, enhancing your skill set, enhancing your life. You can't just do appliance repair and think that's it, because it's not. There are other things, like you see people like David O. He's always out camping with his kids and doing different things. Same thing, any of these guys who got families and got these businesses, they busting their butt for their family, but you better believe they going out and enjoying family adventures and family time and things of that nature, but they're able to do that because they have a certain skill set. They're not out here holding stuff together with a paper clip or going off of pattern recognition. Not the real ones. The real ones is in it. Shout out to Darren Clark. He just came back from a family vacation. I know Mike Sneed always going on one. And that dude, I just call him the Harlem Renaissance. That's my nickname for Mike Sneed, because the reality is, say what you want to say about that dude, I'm out here because I took ABC, Appliance Boot Camp, first. And I made it my own. I tweaked it to what worked for me. But if he hadn't opened the door and exposed us, a lot of us wouldn't be out here. So, people can say X, Y, and Z, but I'm going to always give credit to the truth. Shout out to Richard, Zilka, and Brandon. Richard helped me so much in the onset of my business by going to class, but I was willing to invest in myself. I'm paying full tuition. I ain't there full time. You feel me? But I'm getting the bag, and I'm utilizing those relationships. TMM appliance repair, TMM academics. Sorry, Brandon and Richard. Just blame it on my senior moment. But the reality is, these guys are investing in the culture, investing in the industry to get you to the next level. You don't want to come off a bag you don't get right back if you really use the tools they give you. It's too many schools out here. You don't have to go to the ones I named, but you got Dyer, you got Fred's Appliance, and then this school that up in Virginia, I guess it's Virginia Tech, I'm not sure, that TK went to, and Sam. I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to get it, you can get it. But the key is, do not take your ass to class and then not come back and do nothing, because that's a real situation. A lot of people say this stuff don't work. It don't work because your ass ain't working it, and that's a fact. At the end of the day, you got to really not only know what you're doing, but then you got to put things in step, and you got to realize you're going to fail. Y'all kill me how y'all scrape y'all knee and then want to give up. Like, that's another question about your manhood and your womanhood and your adulthood. Let's just call it adulthood, because that's really what I'm questioning. Let's see, adults make those decisions and make the moves necessary to go to the next level, And I mean, shoot. I used to be so quick to the draw. I had to slow down, But the reality is, don't sit there and simmer and burn when you already see the writing on the wall. That's what killed me with y'all, man. Your job, people that's got a job, shout out, I salute y'all, because let me tell you something. That's your first investor, and you got to be willing to understand what that looked like, and you got to utilize that relationship to go to the next level. All day, I'm telling you. So with that said, you guys, the key is invest in yourself. Say you don't have the money, but go volunteer, go work for somebody for free, do something. Man, please, you know how many people I used to call and tell them I work for free? And you know how many guys didn't want to take me on because they just didn't understand, like, nothing I was saying making sense. Now they looking crazy because they like, yeah, she might have been on to something. Well, damn it, I am on to something. But I pay a cost for this every day. Every day. I just actually got off the phone with my partner. We were having a discussion about how I got to go to bed early to execute at a certain level, and they, go to bed 2 hours later. And how do we keep things in sync? How do we balance? How do we not encroach on each other's goals and objectives and still be supportive? That's the level your ass got to be at, man. I just don't understand how people go home and have drama, but that's not the topic for today. Better go get some counseling and some coaching in that area. But the reality is that you have to invest in your business. You have to invest in your tools. You have to invest in quality tools. I mean, I know y'all live for Harbor Freight, but I don't. And I'm not knocking them now. I'll go grab some blankets in a minute, all day long. There's a couple of things I have no problem grabbing out of there, because I can get a lot of them. In fact, thanks for that note, TK, about the Shemis cloth and the microfibers. I need to go grab some of them, because the reality is, when we're doing these defrost jobs and you're defrosting, water's going everywhere, man, this is the best thing to use, those Shemis cloths and the microfibers. I usually use a towel, but snap. And then the idea, we were discussing on Service Alliance, getting towels and getting mats with your company name and emblem on them and all that stuff. Yeah, that's cute. At the end of the day, invest in your business. Invest in your business. Invest in your uniforms. Invest. Look the part. Walk the part. Talk the part. Stick your chest out, But once you invest in your training, shout out to my boy Phil. Let me tell you, Phil is the one. Everybody used to talk to me about it, but let me tell you who really made me a believer was Phil. Every time I talk to Phil, this guy got like information his ass shouldn't even have. But it's because he has 12 techs running. They need technical support, and he got to have the answers. Ain't no I don't know, or we can't solve this issue. We make it happen. Shout out to my boy Courtney on the Samsung and LG side. Seal System Guru, that's my guy. He did an interview with me on my channel, and he did an interview with me on Service Alliance in the live section. So with that said, y'all, invest in yourself, never look back, man. Get that training, get the training, because look, all I want you to do is take a minute, and if you just think back to yesterday, I ain't even gonna take your ass back for a week, because I know you'll find something in the week. But think back yesterday. Think over the jobs you worked on, how long it took you, what issues you ran into, and where you could have, number one, charged a better rate because you knew what you were doing and you were confident in what you did in your diagnosis, number one. Number two, save you some time. You could have squeezed another job in there or got off early so you can go and buy some flowers for your significant other on the home before you get home, so you stay out the doghouse, because some of us live in the doghouse, but that's another conversation. The reality is, do what you got to do to be the best you. You ain't got to be Miss Ward. You ain't got to be TK. You ain't got to be Mike Sneed. You ain't got to be EJ. You ain't got to be Doug. You ain't got to be, what's my boy name? Snow. What is his name? Jason. You ain't got to be Shauna. You ain't got to be Nicole. You ain't got to be Brianna. You ain't got to be Darian. You ain't got to be David, Daybreak Alliance Prayer, Geo, Courtney. But what you do have to be is the best you. And the only way for you to be the best you, look at your areas of opportunity, find the literature and books that support you on the business side, clean that up. Please clean up the business. Because you can't even work on appliance when you're stressed out about your money, about your accounting, about your, your credit, your business credit. Like, these are things that you should just have in line. And most people don't have this stuff in line because they're not willing to pay somebody to coach or teach them. And if you find somebody that's actually in your area of expertise, man, you win it. Once again, it don't have to be Miss Ward, because Miss Ward good. I ain't perfect, but I'm good, But you really need to invest in the coaching and training, and you need to vet the people that you're going to be working with. I'm telling you, don't just fall for the shiny advertisement, because I hear people all the time, so-and-so just taking my money. They don't know what they're talking about. Well, damn it, did you check reviews? Did you speak to somebody that worked with the person? Like, a lot of my stuff is word of mouth. Yeah, I got a YouTube channel, but I really don't promote the coaching like I probably should. Number one, because I don't really like people like that, and I hate to say that out loud, but I will. And when I say that, it's just, I see so many people that's kicking tires, that's looking for something that look good and feel good. What you need to do is find something that's profitable, a vehicle that's profitable, become very good at that vehicle and make it work for you. So you have unlimited cash flow, and you can get you some FU money. And then layer on top of that, you're supposed to take your money in appliance repair and invest it in, whether it be real estate, crypto, stocks. I'm not giving advice, I'm just saying. And in vehicles that are going to make money while you sleep. This is the rule of thumb. This is the American way. But once again, you got to invest in coaching to know how to transition into those areas, no matter how small your paper is. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up because I'm getting a little damn long-winded here for my damn self. I want you guys to have a great day. And as always, I need you not only to be successful, I need us to what? Let's go get it.